Before you can begin entering grades in your D2L gradebook, you must first create your gradebook items. Gradebook items make up the actual columns of your gradebook. In D2L, you can select from 6 grade item types. In this video, we will be creating several numeric grade items for our weighted gradebook. Numeric items are the most commonly used grade item type, and they're appropriate for any item that you're going to assign a number value out of a specified total number of points. So in this series, we're going to be working with the gradebook displayed on your screen. So I have 10 gradebook items and 2 categories. So gradebook items are those listed in red, and grading categories are those listed in blue. I've also included a weighted distribution breakdown in the description of this video. To create a numeric item for a weighted gradebook, open the Grades tool by clicking the Evaluation link group and then selecting Grades. You'll then need to navigate to the Manage Grades page using the submenu located at the top of the frame. Click on the blue New button and then select Item from the drop-down menu. Grading categories are covered in a separate video. On the New Item page, click the Numeric hyperlink to begin creating a numeric grade item. So first, you'll enter a name in the name field. You can also enter a short name in the short name field, and this short name is an abbreviated version of the name, but the short name field is optional. If this item is going to be a member of a category, you can select the category from this drop-down menu, or you can create a category on the fly by using the New Category hyperlink. For right now, let's leave the category blank, and we'll cover that in a different video. Enter a maximum point value. What's the perfect score on this assignment? Whatever that number is, enter it here. You'll then enter a weight for this particular item. If you want your students to receive credit beyond the maximum point value for this assignment, check the Can Exceed box. And otherwise, D2L will discard any points above the maximum point value. If you want your item to act as a bonus item, check the bonus box. Now, bonus items are tricky in a weighted gradebook because they're not included in the maximum point values for a category, and they're also added to the top of a category or your final grade. Now, bonus items cannot make a user's grade exceed the maximum point value unless the Can Exceed option is selected. If you're wanting to use an alternate grade scheme that differs from the default, choose that alternate grade scheme from the drop-down menu. Most often, though, you'll select the default setting here. Click the Add Rubric button to attach an interactive D2L rubric to this grade item. Attaching a rubric to a grade item is most appropriate if the grade item does not have an association to another tool in D2L. So for example, if students are completing an assignment that's happening outside of D2L, you can attach an interactive rubric to provide both additional feedback to your students as well as assist you with objectively grading this assignment. The Display Options area contains some information for releasing class averages and grading distribution information to your students. You can also manipulate how this item is displayed to your students by selecting different options in the Show section. But typically, you shouldn't have to make any changes to this particular section, and I always suggest keeping the default settings. We have a couple of options at the bottom for saving our grade item. You can click Save and Close to save this item, so this current item that we've just finished creating, and then you'll return back to the Manage Grades screen. If you select Save, you'll save your current grade item, and then you'll remain on this page. Clicking Cancel is going to discard any unsaved changes as well as return you back to the Manage Grades page. Selecting Save and New is going to save the current item and then open a new grading item to be created. So for this particular scenario, I'm going to click Save and New, and then I'll be presented again with the grade item type screen. I'll select Numeric, and then I'll repeat the same exact workflow that we just finished to create my 9 remaining gradebook items.